What up, it's Guido, and the first week of the league is over. I hope you're crushing the Atlas. The build overall is doing okay. The clear speed is actually not the fastest right now, but I have some ideas and I need a unique to try out that might help with that as well. And the single target is also kind of meh right now. Like I've tried some of the Guardians, and those take a while, you know? But I'm still running on a 5 link, so I'm doing all the most of the game content, but I still haven't found a 6 link. Well, playing solo cell phone, and it was a big trouble to 5 link that chest. Anyway, using Belly of the Beast. We're gonna later talk about specifics. The best part of this build right now, though, is the survivability. I will be hitting level 95 in 20%, so 20% off to the next level, and I die very rarely. Keep in mind that when I roll my maps, I make sure I only have one damage mode on the mobs, so I don't mix them, and that makes it very safe to play. You know, I might mix some damage modes when I hit the next level, but because then getting to the next one is gonna be really hard. Maybe I can save some currency. I had one Cyrus fight. I downgraded the fight to Awakening 3 because I was close to the next level and I didn't want to lose the experience. And it went pretty smooth. Took a little longer than usual. Wasn't too long. Awakening 3 wasn't too long. I was surprised that it took so little time. But overall didn't die. It's pretty good. And the next Awakening 5 fight is coming up. I will probably make sure that I hit 96 before I do the fight, so that I can make sure that I don't lose any experience, because it's kind of painful to do that. And 20% is not a lot. I can do that very quickly. So after that I'll do the Awakening 5. Excited about that. And I investigated a little bit more about the bleed and bleed mechanic, and that's not the best way. I should invest very little in bleed for this build. I'll probably make a separate video about why the bleed is not good for what I'm using right now. And I'll probably use Impel as my last support gem. I have like a plan for that already, when I get my 6 lane, of course. Ultimatums. Since my survivability is bunkers, Ultimatum is a good place to get experience, and I'm usually finishing to end every single ultimatum, unless those are the ones where you have to stand in the circle. I just skip, I just go away if those are the ones. And actually I have fought 2 ultimatum bosses already. One of them dropped an Exalted Orb, one of them dropped a Winged Scarab, and it was pretty okay, you know. The first one was epic because I don't check which wave is it, or I don't check any reward. I just check what to do and I check reward after that. And I was shocked. I was like, I didn't know that there was a boss coming, and I clicked the next one. Everything changed. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, oh, boss, what? And I'm just like, totally not ready. That was really epic though. I didn't realize that. And just keep in mind that I also just play in the evenings. Like, this is not, I don't play all day every day for this build, so you can do that as well. And I'm playing solo self-hunt. Now the next segment I'll go show my gear, go into detail, and maybe talk about some plans for the future. So this is my Atlas progression. I have played 2 days, 7 hours, 2 days, 8 hours. Keep in mind I'm not a speedrunner and I sometimes AFK as well, so that's my total played right now. It's Saturday, the week after the league. So this region is the one that I will get the last fight, and then I'll do Cyrus. Excited about that. Couple of mobs. This is my gear. Belly of the Beast. I threw every single fusing and jeweler's orb to link this, and I didn't even succeed. I got the Harvest Craft. That was the only way I've got that. That was really frustrating. I did got a Stagnant Ways, a good upgrade, I think. Good resists, great life. Got this one, slapped some kind of other good thing other than life on and rolling with that. I recently upgraded my boots with good life and a little bit more resistance, including chaos. And the increased armor and strength is also like a nice useful mods. This is from the starters I had, and I anointed Impale Harpooner for more impale duration and impale chance. Great impale chance. Still keeping this ring. Okay, life and some resistances. This one just bunkers resistances. I need to upgrade this one because it has no life, very little life. This just good life helmet. And I have started using these, and that's a pretty good actually. I recommend using Rampage in this league because you're doing ultimatums. You can get easily 200, 300 kills, and that translates into a lot of increased damage and movement speed, you know. And for this build, it's especially good because like it doesn't give any attack speed, which I don't need. It just gives damage and movement speed. And movement speed is actually good in my opinion in the ultimatums because you have to move. If you move fast, nothing can hit you. You just like move in circles at the edge really fast, bing, 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 and sometimes slam, and that's it. Super nice. And this one has a little bit life, you know. I tried to corrupt something good on that as well, which I'll keep trying, but haven't gotten lucky yet. For the plans for the future is to replace this slot with another these gloves. Try out bleeding explosions. I think that would increase the area of effect of my clear, so bigger clear speed. That's my plan, but you know, I haven't had a chance to found these yet. Probably try to corrupt those for vulnerability as well, or maybe corrupt these into vulnerability. I think that's a good plan. Also, I got upgrade of my axe. So I got this basically from Harvestcraft, you know. In reroll with physical, and physical more common. I got the tier 1, or tier 2 actually. It's tier 2, what? Tier 2 adds physical damage and a little bit of increased physical damage, and I crafted that. And also have 30 quality. I got fought Katarina and got Hillock in the transportation. Tier 3, I think it's transportation, right? And I don't really need attack speed here on these in this axe, so that's pretty cool. I can just spec into damage and have damage, and it works for me. As for skill tree, I'm still keeping the Impaler, and I'm planning on keeping using it actually. I think it's still bonkers. And when I get the Impaled Gem as my 6th slot, I can get 100% Impale chance. And the thing is, I cannot, in 4 seconds, I can't spend 6 impales, right? Because I still spec'd into Master of Metal. I thought about a little bit more, and the added damage is really cool. The armor is also really great, and impales to inflict last 1 additional hit. It means I have 6. My impales will last for 6 attacks, so I'm not attacking 6 times per 4 seconds. I attack less than that, so having instantly max stacks is really good. And also, when I get 100% chance, I'm thinking that this might be really busted, because if I can hit the boss with aftershock instead of the initial shot, right? If I can make sure and play it right, that means I will have 5 impales of the other aftershock, which is 5 impales of 150 damage, which is really insane, I think. So, but you know, that's gonna be me actually hitting with the aftershock of this, right? But now it's kind of unreliable since I don't have 100% impale chance. It's kind of unreliable. I don't try to do that because even though if I hit out with the corner, I can still miss the impale. The impale could not work, and I'm just wasting time. One more thing I'm trying to figure out what to do with this build is with my mana. So this is like, I have around 32% mana right now. I could upgrade my Enlighten to the next level, which I would need more intelligence. I could upgrade that and get a little bit less mana reservation, but that still wouldn't be enough to push in something like Flesh and Stone, which I kind of want to do. And I'm theory crafting how to get these nodes, because with these ones I could squeeze in Flesh and Stone as well in this build. I would have to do like Thread of Hope here and then get these and maybe have to go this. So this seems very attractive to me, but the problem with going this way is that I have to spend a lot of nodes to actually to get like to this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes to get there. Good part, I get intelligence, you know. And this Thread of Hope is pretty good as well, because if you put it in here, you can get those 3 life nodes, you can get this 1 Kusher, and then Amplify here, and you can get all of these 3 without picking this garbage node, right? So I'm kind of planning for that, but you know, need some gear upgrades, maybe a couple more levels. And after I get my Impale gem, to get 100% Impale, my plan is to remove these 3 points and then go for these 3 points, because these give around, I think it was total of 30% chance, 10% chance to impale enemies, and this one gives 20% chance to impale enemies and hit. So this gives 30%. This will bring my impale chance to 100% without speccing into any of these 2, because these give like 15%, I think, and so it's kind of the math works the best for that one. And the best part about these impales is that they give increased impale duration, which means if I meet my slow attacks, I can use the impaler effect so that they don't run out. So those are the plans for the future, and I showed already the glows. I hope I can still keep using something like Belly of the Beast, but because I haven't found any really good chest mods that would make worthwhile investment to like really go crafting those. But the best influence items that I'm still kind of looking for, I could maybe start with the helmet, is increased effect of Fortify on helmet. That's one thing I'm looking for. And then next, of course, I'll be looking for vulnerability, right, on a ring, or maybe corrupt in it from the glows, because right now I'm slamming and self-casting it, which is kind of okay, but the good part will be that I will have an open button I could click, because I'm using already these 2 at the second bar. I have an open button that I can click for Ancestral War Chief. That will give me also even more damage for bossing. And yeah, the Rampage seems actually really good. To generate my endurance charges, all I do is run into a map, go slam near a monster pack, and war cry my enduring cry. You know, if there are enough enemies, usually get 3 endurance charges and you're good to go with the Rampage, and it's just on. So in that sense, it's really nice. Thank you for watching. That's it. If you have any questions about the build, leave them in comments. I'll try to help you out. And subscribe and have fun. Bye bye.